بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له أشهد أن نبينا محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا. Welcome, my brothers in Islam, to lesson 134 of Arabiyyah to Bayna Yadayk, book 1, part 1 of the new version. وسنستمر إن شاء الله بالمفردات المساندة. We will continue إن شاء الله with المفردات المساندة ثلاثة المهن. والصورة الأولى التي أمامنا, in the first picture that is in front of us, we are at page 226, is نجار. نجار. This word نجار. نجار, ما معنى نجار؟ نجار معناه carpenter. وهي مهنة قديمة جدا. And it's a very old profession. And Nuh alayhi salam, he made the ship. Likewise, in Sahih Muslim, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, كان زكريا نجارا. Zakaria alayhi salam was a najjar. And there is no doubt, my brothers in Islam, that the Prophet ﷺ is not saying this without any benefit. Being mentioned in one of the most authentic books of hadith, Sahih Muslim. It's not just like, no benefit, out of nothing, that the Messenger ﷺ told us that the Prophet Zakaria was Najjaran. So there is something in it, my brothers in Islam. So it advise you to go back to Sharh Sahih Muslim of Imam al-Nawawi, and other than that of the other explanations, to see the benefits of this short important hadith. كان زكريا نجارا. So Najjarun, my brothers in Islam, is carpenter. Jari Najjarun, my neighbor is a carpenter. Okay. أريد أن أكون نجارا. I want to be a najjar. Insha'Allah. إذن مهنتي نجار. My profession or my occupation is نجار. أعمل نجارا. I work as a carpenter. إذن نجار is a carpenter. فائدة, a benefit. I'm not sure why it's okay. Alhamdulillah. طيب. فائدة. You're not a carpenter, my brothers in Islam, if you don't work with wood. If you don't work with wood, then you're not a carpenter. Unless you brothers know better. Then, what means wood? Wood. This is the material the carpenter uses. Okay, just like the blacksmith, he is involved with iron and not with wood. Then, فائدة, a benefit, inshallah. خشب. خشب is wood. خشب is wood. إذن صنع النجار بابا من خشب. صنع النجار, the carpenter made. صنع with صاد is to make. صنع النجار. صنع يصنع. اصنع. So صنع النجار بابا, he made what? A door. من خشب, from wood. هل هناك كلمة أخرى تعني wood? Is there another word that means wood? نعم. عود. عود is also wood. عود is wood. وهي كلمة مشهورة في اللغة العربية. It's an important, a famous word in the Arabic language. Okay, so خشب, my brothers in Islam, is wood. Unless you have like one piece of wood, it's خشبة with تاء مربوطة. عود is wood. It can be used for single or plural, but the plural, if you want to emphasize the abundanceness of wood, you say أعواد. What is woods with the S? Okay, but like I said, خشب and عود, they're actually used for both single or plural. You know, it's hard to control. As you know, ماء, there is no actually limit. Okay, ماء can be little, can be much. زيت, oil. عسل, you don't have عسلة or زيتة to make it singular. It's just for plural and for singular. Anyway, عود أعواد. When you go back to عود, I know that the brothers who are familiar with this word, their mind go to something. Their minds goes to something used in the Middle East for perfume. Okay, so when they heard the word عود, they think about something. But let's go back to the Arabic dictionary, my brothers in Islam. نرجع إلى المعجم العربي. نرجع, we return, إلى, to المعجم, the dictionary العربي. نجد في تعريف العود, we find in the definition of العود كل خشبة, any piece of wood, دقيقة كانت, whether it's slim, دقيقة كانت, whether it's slim, أو غليظة, أو thick. Both are called عود, my brothers in Islam. Okay. ورطبة كانت أو يابسة, and whether it's يابس is dry, and يابسة is the feminine of dry. Okay, and it's feminine because it goes back to خشبة. What means رطب, my brothers in Islam? I forgot how to call it in English. So if يابس is dry, then رطب is like wet. Okay, so meaning that the wood is maybe still fresh. That's what they mean. Okay, when it's رطب, don't think that there is water inside. Actually, there is like moisture inside because it's still wet. So all of that is called عود. Okay, so this shows us, my brothers in Islam, that this shows us that عود is any wood, whether it's slim, دقيق is slim, okay, or دقيقة because it's feminine, and I know دقيقة is also a minute, but not in this context. And غليظ, masculine, and feminine is غليظة is okay, this should have two fatha. Okay, so thick. Okay, we will get also inshallah soon slim and thick for when it comes to people. Slim and overweight, nahifun and saminun. This is later on inshallah. So that is the situation, my brothers in Islam. Udun, my brothers in Islam, is also a musical instrument. Okay, Udun is also a musical instrument. It looks like a guitar. It looks like a guitar. It's used, unfortunately, in some of the Arabic countries. It's called also Udun, or you can call it آلة العود. An آلة is an instrument. So آلة موسيقية, عود is a musical instrument, آلة is instrument, موسيقية musical. So that's also called عود. Okay, you can call it عود or آلة العود. It's like it looks like a guitar, but it's a specific one used unfortunately in some of the Arabic countries. So what are the meanings of عود? We have three meanings. عود is خشب, wood. إذن صنع النجار أريكة من عود. The carpenter made a sofa of wood. سيصنع النجار أريكة من عود إن شاء الله. The carpenter will make سيصنع a sofa of wood, or كرسيا من عود, a chair of wood. إذن المعنى الثالث, the third meaning, and that is the meaning that the brothers were waiting for, is the famous عود that is used, العود المشهور المستخدم, that is used في الشرق الأوسط, in the Middle East. Okay, in North Africa it's not very famous, and نعم. طيب, عود that is يعني when you say عود in English it's called agar wood or aloes wood or gharu wood. Okay, it's a fragrant, dark, resinous wood burned on a hot coal. Okay, so when a guest comes, a piece of wood of a few grams is put on a hot coal, and by burning it you get an amazing smell, a super amazing beautiful smell, and that is put on a hot coal, and the guest he puts his shimach, the red white shimach, or ghutra, the white one. He put it under, he puts it above the coal, and the oud, just the fragrance, it comes into his clothes and into his ghutra or shimach. Sometimes it's used in perfume, oud, but mainly on a coal, burnt on a coal. Okay, but this oud, it just looks like a piece of wood. That's all it is, but not a normal wood, as you will see in a bit. As I've said, it comes from which tree? It's the agar wood, or aloes wood, or gar wood. Okay, but it's not to be confused with bukhor. Bukhor is different. Bukhor is also burnt on a coal, on a square formed coal, okay, for the guests. But bukhor is different, and oud is different, even price wise. Oud is specially found in the deep forests of Cambodia and some other countries in those areas, in special trees, in the heartwood of Aquilaria trees, when they become infected with a type of mold. Prior to the infection, the heartwood is odorless, relatively light, and pale colored. However, as the infection progresses, the mold infection, the tree produces a dark, aromatic resin called oud. Amazing how this process goes, how Allah made the qadar that, this process. So the tree gets attacked by mold, and look, with the will of Allah and the permission of Allah, what it produces, this special tree. Okay, so however, as the infection progresses, the tree produces a dark aromatic resin called oud or alus or ginkgo. So the oud is a response to the mold attack. Ajib, strange, amazing. Changing the color to very dark dense. Oud is very valued in the Middle East. And first grade oud, agar wood, yani oud, is one of the most expensive natural raw materials in the world. With 2010 prices for superior pure oud as high as $100,000 for 1 kg. I forgot to check how much gold is for a kilo. Allahu Akbar. It's one of the most expensive raw materials in the world. $100,000 for a piece of wood. For a piece of wood. But it's not the normal wood, my brothers in Islam. You have to smell it. Okay? This is a bukhur. This is a mibkharatun. This is what you call a mibkharatun. This is what you call a mibkharatun. You put here the oud on. I don't have oud, my brothers in Islam. I have some very cheap oud. It's not this one. Very cheap wood. You see, there is like a coal. And I have some bukhur. Bukhur is not oud. Bukhur is also something you burn. You can see this is, the coal is here. It's just ash now. And on it is still some bukhur that maybe it's not burnt completely. I don't know if you can see it. This purple, So here on the coal you put the oud. I have just cheap bukhur and also cheap wood, cheap oud. But the expensive one is the Cambodian one. Al-oud al-Cambodi. Anyway, this is the issue of oudun. Like I said, oudun is also just khashabun. In Morocco, they use, I think, the word oudun more to refer to wood, normal wood. Okay? So if you go to the Najjar, he will more likely say oudun than khashabun. As for in the Middle East, I think they will use khashabun more than oudun, because oudun is, like I said, it's linked to their culture, the fragrance oud. So they will use khashabun more than oud. And when they say oud, they mean the oud perfume that they burn on the coals. طيب. بعد ذلك نذهب إلى الصورة الثانية. After that we go to the second picture إن شاء الله. حداد بالشدة على الدال. حداد أيها الإخوة is a blacksmith. حداد is a blacksmith. فائدة حديد is iron. So for those brothers who didn't know حداد but they knew حديد, they know that حديد is iron, and there is a kind of link you can see to say حديد and حداد. And حديد, my brothers in Islam, there is a lot of benefit for people in iron, as is mentioned in Surah Al-Hadid. Subhanallah, there's a whole surah in the Quran called Surah Al-Hadidi. Okay, and وأنزلنا الحديد فيه بأس شديد ومنافع للناس. In iron is benefit for the people. Just look around you, and there's so much benefit in iron, things made of iron. Okay, and it's also بأس شديد, يعني it's severe in the war. Swords are made of iron. You protect you with the will of Allah, with the shield, the iron shield, from arrows, from sharp swords, etc. Okay. After that, even new weaponry is also a lot made of iron. So, subhanAllah, there's so much in iron. No, you can use it in a good way and you can use it in a bad way. يمكنك أن تستخدم الحديد في الأمور الحسنة in the good in good affairs. You can use it in good affairs. وأيضا في أمور سيئة and also in evil or bad affairs. Okay. إذا التقى المسلمان بسيفيهما فالقاتل والمقتول في النار. If the two Muslims, if they meet each other with the swords, meaning pointing to each other, meaning willing to attack each other, فالقاتل والمقتول في النار, then the killer and the one who is killed, both of them are in the hellfire. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum, when they heard the hadith, they say, we know the qatil, he's in the hellfire, لكن ما بال المقتول, how about the one who's killed? يعني how can it be that he's also in the hellfire? Not just the one that killed, but also the one that is killed. The Prophet ﷺ said, كان حريصا على قتل أخيه. He was eager to kill his brother. Okay, it's just that the first one stabbed him before he wanted to stab the other, but both of them wanted to stab each other, and this shows us the danger and the importance of the intention. Both had the intention of killing. Okay, so the killed and the killer both will be in the hellfire, like the Messenger ﷺ said in the authentic hadith. So like I said, hadithun can be used in beneficial things and other than that. طيب, إذن حداد is blacksmith. وهي مهنة صعبة. It's a difficult profession, with all the respect to our blacksmith brothers. مع كل احترامي, with all my respect, إلى إخواني الحدادين, to my brothers that are blacksmiths. يعني هي مهنة صعبة, with the sad, it's a difficult profession. Okay. يعني فيها حرارة كثيرة. In it is a lot of heat. Iron needs heat. To form iron, to shape iron, you need heat, fire. سباك. ما معنى سباك؟ ثلاثة. سباك. سباك أيها الإخوة is a plumber. ما معنى سباك؟ plumber. سباك is plumber. سأتصل بالسباك. I will call the plumber. Okay, I will contact or call the plumber. هل اتصلت بالسباك? Have you called the plumber? سيأتي السباك بعد قليل. The plumber will come in a bit. متى سيأتي السباك? When will the plumber come? أحتاج إلى سباك. I need a plumber. الحمام مكسور. The bathroom is broken, meaning it's not working. Okay. defect. نعم. أحتاج إلى إصلاح الحمام. أحتاج إلى إصلاح الحمام. I need to fix the bathroom. طيب. كهربائي. كهربائي. ما معنى كهربائي؟ كهربائي electrician. كهربائي electrician. أما electricity, as for electricity, as you will see, is very linked. It's كهرباء. ممنوع من الصرف وانضمة. كهرباء. إذن كهرباء is electricity and كهربائي is electrician. And may Allah protect our brothers who are electrician. بناء. بناء is builder. بناء is builder. وهي مهنة صعبة أيضا. It's also a difficult job. profession or occupation. Now, إذن بناء is builder. وهذا الاسم أو هذه المهنة, this noun or this profession, لها علاقة بهذا الفعل, has a relation with this verb. بنى خالد بيتا. بنى is the he past tense, he form past tense, meaning Khalid built a house. Okay, the I form بنيت, I built, past tense. بنيت مسجدا, I built a masjid. It's one of the best things you can do in this world. بنيت مسجدا, I built what? مسجدا, مفعول به, object. What question? As you can see, if you have the alif maqsura and the he form past tense, you will get a ya and the I form past tense. Okay, قضى قضيت. Okay, بنيت, I built, past tense. يبني, he is building. يبني فعل مضارع, he is building. ابني, build, فعل أمر. Okay, وللفعل ثلاثة مصادر, and the verb بنى has three masdars, three main nouns, and that is بناء, and the word بناء is also the building itself. Okay, the construction itself. والجمع أبنية, so this is the first masdar, بناء. Okay, it means أنا أحب بناء المساجد, I love building the masajid, but it also means the building itself, the construction itself. Okay, والجمع أبنية. الجمع الثاني بنيانا, and this one is in the Quran. So bunyanun is also the building itself. Okay, وبناية, so we have three masters. بناية is also the building itself. والجمع بنايات. إذن مثلا, سأعطيك مثالا, I give you an example of the last masdar. بنى البناء, the builder has built بناية عالية, a big building. تتكون من عدة طوابق. It consists of multiple floors. تتكون goes with min. It consists of, just like English, it consists of من عدة, multiple, several طوابق. طابق is a floor, والجمع طوابق. أما كلمة, as for the word مبنى, if you stop مبنى, جمع مبان, or المباني with L, then the ya comes out. فهي مرادفة, it's similar للمصادر الثلاثة, it's similar to the three masdars. But it's not a masdar. Okay, هذا مبنى جميل, this is a beautiful building. واسم الفاعل بان, the اسم فاعل is بان, the one who's building, but it doesn't make him a builder. Builder is بناء. Okay, أما المهنة, as for the occupation, فبناء. بناء is the occupation. والمفعول مبني, المفعول مبني, the اسم مفعول is مبني, that what has been built, that what has been constructed. Okay, so you say المبنى, the building, you say المبنى, البناية, البنيان. Okay, these three words, المبنى, or these four words, المبنى, البناية, البنيان, these three words, there are مرادفة, they are similar in meaning to the word عمارة. عمارة is also a building. So many words for building in the Arabic language. عمارة. والجمع عمارات or عمائر. وعمارات أشهر. It's more famous. Using عمارات for buildings than عمائر. لحظة من فضلكم. One moment please. سأقف هنا إن شاء الله وإلى درس قادم إن شاء الله. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.